welcome back everybody to the video series dedicated show on MTV that has rainbows in its pantry. That's right, I'm talking about X on the Beach Peak of Love episode 4. And let's start off where last episode left off, and that was Megan getting iced out at the first ice ceremony. Callum's ex is gone, and everything's looking up for Callum and Georgia and their relationship. They get to feel like they can be just themselves. It's almost too good to be true. Let me tell you folks, if it feels like it's too good to be true on the X on the Beach house, well guess what? It is, and it's gonna get bad real fast. But that's a little bit of foreshadowing. Let's see what else that they established early on in this episode. Demi, Allie, and Tyranny all feel lonely in the house. They haven't made a romantic connection yet. Also, Jack is vibing a little bit with Marlon, feeling Marlon's vibes, and Nicole is not feeling anything for Laurel anymore. We'll have to see how that all transpires, but just when everything was kind of cooling down in the house, that's when the alarm goes off in the house, and that means that 3 people are going to be chosen to go to the peak and wait there to see which ex or exes will be coming into the house. The 3 people chosen was Ryan from American Idol, you got Demi, and you got Jack. That's right, an ex can have exes on X on the Beach. Well, him and Adore are absolutely freaking out. They are horrified. They don't want any exes to come into the house. All 3 of them go to the peak. They're all just chilling there until Romeo shows up, and he's like, guess what? The ex is on its way. This person's snowboarding, coming down the mountain to these singles, and it's revealed that it is Tyler, Demi's ex. And on seeing Tyler's face, that's when Demi gets up, tries to run away from the situation, and falls down. Demi's standing there, Tyler's talking a little bit, and then Demi just makes a bolt straight to Tyler, jumps in his arms, and they start like kissing. Does Demi want to run away from the situation? Like, now she's kissing on them? These two have a lot of history between each other, and their relationship was squandered when Demi came in and saw that Tyler was kind of cuddling up with one of Tyler's friends. And so Demi walked out, put an end to their relationship, never got to hear Tyler's side of the story until today when Tyler was like, I want to say my side of the story finally, and Demi is ready to listen. They go off on their own, and that's when Tyler's like, we were just friends, we had all of our clothes on, we were just friends. Demi believes him. I kinda believe him. They introduce him to the house, everybody is loving, and everybody is so excited for Demi and Tyler. And in the middle of this happy moment, that's when Romeo walks in, and he's like, hey everybody, it's time for the fire vote to see which couple is going to be getting a fire-filled date and going to have a fun-filled date with one another to get to know each other one-on-one. And after everyone votes, that's when Romeo reveals that it was Georgia who won the vote, and she picks Callum. No surprise there. No. The surprise comes when they're out ordering food, and their waiter is none other than Niall, Georgia's ex from Love Island UK Series 5. I watched that season because I had the time to watch 50 hours of a reality TV show. He shows up, he sits down, now there's like a third wheel kind of situation happening at this fire date. The first thing he says essentially is, I want to chat up Georgia and I want to see if we can crack on a little bit. And it gets a little awkward and a little confrontational. That's when Georgia has to like get up from the table and leaves, leaving Callum and Niall by themselves on the same side of the table, which looks awkward. But then the date turns into quickly Niall just wanting to push Callum's buttons, pushing him to the brink. And it was working as Callum was just gritting his pearly white teeth, holding back any urge he wanted to just sock Niall in the face. The 3 of them go back to the house, and Niall is introduced to everybody in the house with open arms, especially Allie and Tyranny. They both fancy Niall, and they want to just have a crack on a little bit and see maybe if they can fancy each other back and forth. So with that being said, everybody is chilling out in the house, doing their thing, and that's when Jack decides to wander off a little bit, give himself a house tour by himself, and he somehow finds himself in Marlon's bed, and they have a cuddle session. They have like rubbing each other's backs, and then Ryan hears some smacking noises, maybe some kissy kissy boom boom happening. Jack doesn't see how this is a problem at all until he hears Adore saying, Jack, where are you? And that's when Jack gets up from the bed, runs over to his bed, and him and Adore have a night that's like, oh, nothing ever bad happened. You won't know about this, hopefully, not find out about this. It's X on the Beach. they're gonna find out one way or another. Ryan told Callum what happened in the bunk underneath him in Marlon's bed the night before. Callum instantly wants to take this information and go tell Adore, and they go into the bathroom, tell Adore all about it. Marlon doesn't want any part of the situation or any part of the drama. He goes and works out. Jack tries to do damage control in the bathroom with Adore, and Adore just instantly shuts him down, says, I don't want to do this, you blew your chance, I'm not looking like a fool on TV. And that's when Tyranny decides, hey, let's have an out of this world party. And this is the party where they're dressing up like aliens, astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Lightyear. I think Laurel was like Xenon, the girl of the 21st century. I'm watching a lot of Disney Plus lately, guys. And so they're having this party, they're all dancing, they're all doing their thing. Niles making out with Allie, then he's snogging up with Tyranny, then he's talking with Georgia, and while talking with Georgia, Callum sees it, gets jealous, bolts for the bedroom, and he's like, I'm going to bed early, I'm done with this. This is a position that Callum isn't normally used to. I think whenever Callum's in a relationship, the girl likes him way more than he likes her, and now that he views Georgia as like an equal and she has an ex in the house that she's giving a lot of her attention to, it's kind of freaking him out, and he kind of doesn't know what to do with his emotions, and you can just see him kind of like getting a little unhinged a bit. Georgia goes to try to do some damage control in the bathroom. There's a huge blowout in the bathroom. No, this one does not involve Taco Bell this time. They have a huge fight in the bathroom. Georgia just leaves while at the party. That's when Nicole and Laurel are like taking digs at each other. Throughout this whole episode, Nicole and Laurel have not been feeling each other, and they even had a conversation. They're not going to pursue a relationship, and they both agreed on that. However, throughout the whole time after that conversation, Nicole was talking about Ashley, her other ex from the Real World Skeletons, and she was talking to Laurel about how Ashley was like the best girlfriend she ever had. She was the best relationship she ever had. If she was here, I would make her my wife, that kind of stuff. And Laurel felt really bad about that and just felt like, wow, it's hard to hear you say that about somebody else. Fast forward to this out of the world party, and Nicole's just like turned that into being rude and taking digs at Laurel, pushing Laurel's buttons, telling her like, don't get comfortable because I'm gonna vote you out at the next ice ceremony. Laurel's really keeping her calm, which I'm very surprised at because I know Laurel from past challenge seasons, and she can get really mean really quickly, but she's really just like even keeled. Once Nicole like walks away, that's when Laurel and Marlon are talking about this whole situation. That's when Nicole overhears it when walking back into the room and starts like yelling at Marlon and saying like, don't cross the line, what are you trying to do, get with Laurel? Let me tell you right now, and she says something to the fact of like, I only want to be with one girl and one girl only, and that's my ex Ashley, but whoever wants to date Laurel cannot date Laurel. She's being very territorial. It's such mixed messages. So Marlon's yelling at another party. That's when Adore gets in on this, and he's yelling at Adore. Adore's yelling at him. Nicole's yelling at them. We have another party that ends with Marlon yelling and people yelling at him. It's absolutely nuts. But what do you think about this episode? Let me know that in the comment section below. I'm so happy for the challenge people to be on this season because they bring the drama. They are like holding down the fort with this drama, and I love it. I stand it so hard. But what do you think about it? Let me know that in the comment section below. Who's right? Who was wrong in this episode? Let me know that too. What's your favorite part, and what can you not wait to see? I can't wait to see why Ashley and Nicole had broken up in the first place and never rekindled their love if it was so as good as Nicole has said. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know everything and anything you have to say about this episode or about this series in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back really soon with more reality TV show videos. You got the NFL predictions coming out this Christmas Eve, the last picks for this season of the NFL. Crazy how we went through all 17 seasons. I have more concepts and more videos coming out really soon. Of course, brief histories are also going to be coming out. And join me next week for another X on the Beach Peak of Love review and recap. But until then, peace.